everybody, welcome back. It's Locke here with your weekly gaming update for March 29th. Gonna get to some gaming news, gaming reviews, and maybe a couple questions. We had our first question submitted, so yeah, we'll get to that. But first off, gotta talk about a game that I'm delving into, Warriors Orochi 3. Played it on the PlayStation 3. It's Dynasty Warriors meets Samurai Warriors, the two worlds colliding into a clash of fate. And you can play as, there's a ton of characters, over 100 characters. It uses the same sort of gameplay as the other Warriors games. Go into a giant battle, relive it, take out tons of dudes by mashing X, and it's surprisingly enjoyable and cathartic. I kind of have poo-pooed the Dynasty Warriors games and the Samurai Warriors games in the past because I don't think there's that much depth. But after playing stuff like Street Fighter, Mass Effect, even Shoot Many Robots is cathartic too, but this is a nice break. It's mindless, it's enjoyable, and the characters are just, it's outrageous. It's an outrageous game. I unlocked one guy very early that uses a paintbrush to take out bad guys, and it's really neat. I'm really glad I picked it up. I'm doing a review of it next week, so you'll be able to see that. I've played for a couple hours, unlocked a couple guys, leveled up some weapons, and fused some weapons, and it's got some cool things going for it. So stay tuned next week for my full review. Also, some big news for Gears of War. The final piece of DLC for the Season's Pass came out yesterday, called Forces of Nature, and it is packed with a lot of stuff. Like, way to go out with a bang on your first one, or sorry, on your last one. You have 5 multiplayer maps. I played through, I think, all of them. Yeah, they have a rotation right now where you can just play only the Forces of Nature maps, and they are enjoyable. There's some cool weather effects going on. There's a mix of big and small, verticality, and they're really enjoyable. Super well thought out maps. Artillery, Raven Down. There's one sort of on a shipyard coastline. It's well worth your time. If you don't have the Season's Pass, you probably don't play a lot of Gears. I grabbed the Season's Pass because I do play Gears, and this is a great reason to go back to it. You're also getting 4 multiplayer skins, a bunch of weapon skins. They've included the Guardian mode, which is the one player. You have infinite respawns as long as your leader is alive. Once you kill the leader, that's it. Then you have no more respawns. And of course, 250 more Chivos ain't bad. So you've probably already picked that up, but I'm going to be playing Gears. Great reason to go back to Gears, and I'm happy that came out. And for mobile stuff, been playing a ton of Draw Something. I know I hopped on the hype train and couldn't resist, but there has been some of the best and worst drawings coming out of that game by myself. But I've done some of the worst drawings of my life, and maybe some of the best. It's addicting. It's $1. I think it's $1 still. They just got bought out by Zynga, so get in, I guess, before they change anything. But really fun, really addicting. It is the sort of hot new Words with Friends right now. Chess with Friends didn't really get big, but I don't play a ton of Words with Friends anymore, but Draw Something it's a little more creative, and I like it actually a lot more. There's more room for sort of exploration with regards to, you're free to draw whatever you want, and when you have a good partner, you're paired up with each other, you're trying to guess clues. It's online Pictionary, asynchronous multiplayer Pictionary, and it's a great idea, and I think everyone should play it. If you want to play a game with me, just send an invite to create a game with just my name, Locke Vincent, which is the same as the channel title. Be more than happy to draw and hopefully get my clues. We'll go back and forth. Picasso, Michelangelo. Last thing, I got my first question. Asked it in the comments below. Remember, you can always add questions, and I'd be more than happy to answer them. And this one is from, I'm going to butcher this name, I'm sorry, Sinoptopolis. And he asks, did I finish Mass Effect 3 yet? And what are my thoughts? Haven't finished yet. Plan to finish by this week, by the end of this week. I am about 30 hours in, loving it. I'm really enjoying the combat, the pace. I go out, do a couple missions, go back to the Citadel, rinse and repeat. The story beats are pretty cool. I like meeting up with past characters from previous Mass Effect games. It's been a really good ride, so really eager to finish that up. And the other question he asked was, what was the game? He went in to say how if you play a game, a long series like Mass Effect, spanning a trilogy, and you get a shitty ending or a crappy ending, that ruins it. But so you better put a ton of effort into making that ending good. Whereas if you play a short game, he said that he wasn't as fazed by the ending. But I don't know, the game length for me isn't a huge deal. I think what I get out of the story and what the story presents to me is much more important than game length. At the end of Mass Effect, I think I'm going to be pleased with my experience no matter what the ending's like. Sure, it might sour the note, but we'll see. I'm all about the journey. I'm all about the experience through. A great ending is just the icing on the cake. With regards to the game that gave me the biggest temper tantrum, I don't know. I get really competitive when I'm playing multiplayer and kind of throw fits of rage, but probably Demon's Souls. I remember just starting out in that game, playing the Boletarian Palace. I think it's level 1-2, where you're going across this bridge and there is a dragon that just lights you up every time. And that was the closest I've ever been in a really long time, or ever, to breaking a controller. And that was it was too much that I had to put it down and breathe. I must have tried that level 30, 40 times before I accomplished it. And that was probably the biggest tantrum I've had when I can remember. From a kid, I remember when my friend, we were playing this weird knockoff game, I think King Neptune for the NES, and my friend, we were just doing pass and play co-op. He said he wouldn't let me play, and I was like, just let me get this part, I know how to finish this boss. And he wouldn't let me play it. So I turned off the machine and took the game out, and then his mom sent me home. So that was a pretty bad tantrum, but that can be the question of the week. What was your biggest gaming tantrum? It can be from your childhood or from now or whenever. It can be embarrassing. Let's put it as a video response or in the comments below. Let me know. That does it. Warriors Orochi, Gears, Draw Something, and Tantrums. Weekly gaming update. Remember, give it a thumbs up, pass it along if you like it, and I always love talking about games, so let's talk. Anyways, I'll catch you next week. Thanks for watching. Peace.